Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and in this video I'm going to be introducing a new series to the channel in which I give the Arsenal players a rating out of 10 in our most recent fixture. And obviously this is a highly debatable, opinionated and controversial topic, so I want you to all get involved in the comments box below by giving our players a rating out of 10, and we're going to be kicking it off with our disappointing 3-3 draw against Anderlecht at the Emirates Stadium. So starting in goal was Rosicky. It was a fairly assertive performance from him, and I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 rating. He stayed professional at all times. It has to be said that maybe the goals he conceded wouldn't have occurred if he had a better back four in front of him. One of the goals being offside, another being a penalty, and the third one was just an awful piece of defending by Per. At right back, Calum Chambers, it still amazes me that this guy is only 19 years old, yet is putting in such confidence boosting performances. I'm also going to give him a 7 out of 10 rating for this one. He looked a bit exposed when Santi Cazorla moved over to that right hand side, and he didn't really have any pace in order to cover him, but nonetheless it was a fairly assured performance from him. Now looking at our centre backs, I'm going to start off with someone that could have come under a lot of criticism in this game and certainly did come under a lot of criticism, is Nacho Monreal. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 rating purely on the basis that he was being played out of position in this one, which of course is a massive frustration to see, and I certainly think that the player I spoke about a minute ago, Calum Chambers, is much better suited to the centre back role than Monreal, and we should also be giving Bellerin a chance in this game. But focusing on Monreal, he gave away the penalty for us. It was very unprofessional from him, and then to go and touch the referee is just something you don't do. I mean, he's an experienced professional, shouldn't be doing that, but would this have occurred if he had been starting in his correct position? Who knows? Per is also someone that I believe deserves to come under scrutiny in this one. Conceding the goal right at the end was just so unprofessional from him. He's a 6'7" guy. He shouldn't be letting Mitrovic get ahead of him like that. It's just unacceptable from him. I think a lot of it stems from not having pace alongside him, and he certainly misses Lukas. I don't think he prefers to be utilised on the right hand side of the defence as well. He just looks so lost at times, but I thought he made some fairly assertive tackles and is worthy of a 6 out of 10 rating at least. At left back, Kieran Gibbs, yet again another classy performance from him. Going to give him a 7 out of 10 rating. He has every right to say that he deserves to be England's first choice left back. He looks so good going forward. At times he looks like a left winger because he's just so powerful, bombing down that left hand flank. And he's also good at all the defensive stuff as well, so it's great to see that from him. And it's great to see he's finally starting to get over his injuries at last. In midfield, we started with our captain, Mikel Arteta, and I certainly felt when he left the pitch, we lacked his leadership qualities a lot. Love or hate the guy, he is a true leader in the team, and for that reason, I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10 rating. Executed his penalty with such coolness. Great to see him get on the scoreboard for the first time this season, and hopefully his hamstring injury won't be too much of a problem. Looking at our other central midfielder in Ramsey, I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 rating in this game, and it has to be said that he was one of the more disappointing players on the pitch yesterday night. Honestly, don't know what's happened to the guy this season. He looks a shadow of his former self, and it looks too much like he's trying to make brilliance happen at times, and it was really frustrating to see that he looks more interested on getting on the scoreboard than helping us when we needed him in a defensive situation. A prime example of that would be when he tried to take a free kick and he blazed it about a mile over the crossbar. On the right wing, we saw OxladeChamberlain start, and I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 rating. Certainly one of the more positive players that we could look at in this fixture. He just looked so assertive going down the right hand side, was taking it past players with ease. His goal was absolutely superb by him. Great to see him get on the score sheet, and he provided excellent cover for Calum Chambers at right back, and it was a shame to see him go off in the latter stages of the game. Our attacking midfielder for this one was Santi Cazorla, and he was yet again a player that didn't really take control of the game. He was very quiet. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 rating. Failed to impress me, and he didn't really set a marker on the game. Looking on the left hand side of the pitch at Alexis Sanchez, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 rating. Every single Arsenal player in our team has to be looking to this guy as an example. His work rate is phenomenal for us. He looks like the only player that is kind of willing to take it that extra step up for us at times. His goal, pure instinct to take that as well. He is a world-class talent, and it's just a shame that the players in the team can't really reflect the effort that he's putting in on the pitch. Up top, Welbeck, going to give him a 7 out of 10 rating. Again, unlucky to score in this one, but I'm confident he's going to get into goal scoring form at some point, but his general contribution to the team was spot on. Looking at the substitutes we brought on, Matthew Flamini coming on for Mikel Arteta. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 rating for this one. He just looks reckless, he looks past his sell by day, and honestly, he's looking like a bit of deadwood now. I don't really know how much longer we can persist with Matthew Flamini in the squad while he's continuing to put in consistent poor performances. Looking at the final two substitutions we made in Lukas Podolski and Tomas Rosicky, I'm going to give them both a 4 out of 10 in this one. I think that they really didn't have enough time to make an impact on the game, but Podolski certainly had a good chance to get us back in front with an effort that he blazed yards wide, and Rosicky at times looked so complacent in this one. There was a moment where he tried to do a little bit of skill to take it past the player when all he had to do was pass it, and it led to an Anderlecht counter-attack, and from a player of his experience you really wouldn't be expecting that. Anyway guys, those are my player ratings in Arsenal's free draw against Anderlecht. Make sure to get your player ratings in the comments box below and hopefully spark as much debate as possible in this one. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to click that like button, subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV, check out my own channel AFC Game by Game, and as always, thank you for watching guys.